Go to her hometown, go to county to her home county, and you ain't gonna mention the name of this show. I mean, seriously, man. These men are really, really like, oh my goodness. I can't believe you. I thought you were better than that. I really seriously thought you were better than that. Really, for real. What team then are you gonna bring there? Texas don't need you. I'm gonna fight in Washington D.C. to get marijuana legalized. I know that you're trying to get some young people like that. I'd rather have them go. They don't remember one thing. I'd rather have them remember the next thing or nothing. And marijuana is what you want to get like y'all. I can get all I can get. I promise you. And the Republicans will be on board.
Hi, Rose. Hi, Lauda. Hungry Hippo. Nice to see you. I just thought I'd stream a little of this. She just went live a few minutes ago. It's interesting how she knows absolutely everything about everything and everyone. Hi, Rose. Hey, June. How are you? Welcome to Manny Behind the Mic. I'm just restreaming her live. She's got some very. Oh, you guys can't hear it all, really? Can you guys hear her? All right, hang on. Let me do this all over again, okay, guys? Hang on a second. Give me a second. All right, let me try this again now. All right, let me try this again.
You may not be interested in this if you're not interested in any of that.
What about now? We got sound now?
And I'm being quite honest. Does anybody else have any questions? Let's see. Oh my goodness. Listen, look, Miss Marsha Ruger. I'm gonna read you. I'm gonna read this. Marsha, what? Okay, first of all, this is what people need to know. The things that you'll usually say, well, usually usually doesn't apply to me. Usually doesn't apply to me. Whatever is usual about freshman lawmakers does not apply to me. Don't apply usual things that are typical, and you got all that feedback from usual things regarding neurotypical minds. I'm not a neurotypical mind. I'm a neurodivergent. For anybody to
Neurodivergence.
put what typically happens to a neurotypical mind on a neurodivergent mind, the person doing that is the one that's in the wrong from the start. To assume that a neurodivergent mind is going to react and have the same kind of response and have the same kind of creativity and have the same kind of anything.
Troy, if
compared
you're
to
a
neurotypical
man, you're
mind
gonna
of a
get
freshman
blocked pretty
Congress
much.
person, do not compare me to the neurotypical freshman of the United States.
Kayla, you can hear now,
Because
right?
I am not one and I won't be one. I'm a neurodivergent. That's very different. So do not apply any of that to me. That does not apply. It just doesn't apply.
The hell is she talking about?
We're different minds. And you'll just have to see. You'll just have to see. Okay? What else? However, that means you already made a comment. I don't know where Biden's been. Yo, don't fight with the Biden-Trump thing. Come on, y'all.
Oh boy, here we go.
Honestly, don't fight with the Biden-Trump thing. Honestly, I don't blame people right now for asking, where's Biden? Y'all knew that. Y'all saw. I know. Some of y'all were like, anybody but Trump. I get it. But look what you got. You got anybody but Trump. Now, where is he? That's what y'all wanted. Anybody but Trump. Right now, Trump would be negotiating with the Ukraine. Right now, Trump would be negotiating with Russia. Probably getting somewhere. Probably avoiding a royal mess regarding the situation.
You know, most of us know what she is, who she is, and stuff, and it's just fascinating.
Thank you, Jenna.
You know.
Hello, Miss Stephanie Winslow. How are you doing? So think about that. Nicholas, first of all, you put a however. That means that you had a comment before. Let me see if you're just being a troll.
Hi, Norma. Welcome.
Let me just see if you're being a troll, because I'm not going to give you my time like that if you're just trolling here. Because every time there's a however or a but, no.
Interesting, huh? Campaigning, after dark, whatever you want to call it. I mean, she was on a little bit during the daytime while she's at work in her car and stuff.
Thank you. That was awesome. He says, I don't know how I got here either. However, thank you for helping Poteet.
La mera.
From Poteet, maybe. I'm guessing.
Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, Nicholas, go out and vote. Please go out and vote. I let everybody know we're trying to make history here. There's 3 women that are running.
Yeah, this is live right now. She just went on. I've been kind of looking for it.
In the middle, in U.S. District 15 right here. Poteet is U.S. District 28. Tell all your young friends to please go vote. And on the first election, right on top of the governor's election, Nicholas, please tell your friends to please vote for the female Cisneros, please.
That's the same flyer she's been using for a couple of years already.
San Antonio to Laredo, all the way from
Filter?
Laredo on the border to
What's
Brownsville,
that?
all the way from Brownsville to Kingsville, from Kingsville to San Antonio. All that area, that southern tip of Texas, has the ability right now to elect a Cisneros female.
No more cheese squeeze. Thank you.
A Tijerina female to US 15.
Right? I mean, you guys who've been watching her, you guys know it's like fascinating to watch this.
Please. Thank you, Nicholas. Thank you.
It's kind of like the same reaction.
Inbox.
Hang on, let me lower
Go
this
through my
just a little bit.
videos so you can see me address that mess. Because they come after anybody who says anything positive on my page. They will come after you and try to mislead you and try to make you think.
It's kind of the reaction people originally had to Howard Stern years ago.
Like that. In fact,
they'd keep watching, and they're like, well, what's the reason they keep watching or keep listening? They're like, well, we want to hear what he's going to say next. Hey, does that sound good? Is it too high, too low?
You know, Susan Perez Valdez, he kind of did. Okay. Yeah, I get it. But the thing is, there was no one. I don't want to find myself defending Donald Trump. But honestly, that. Thank you, Artie Orozco. That means a lot to me. He says you answer a lot of subjects and issues that people should know about. You are thorough. Thank you. Yeah, I do. I am. Yeah. Thank you. That I love that.
Hey guys, if you're watching on YouTube, give me a subscribe. I'd appreciate it. You can like the video too. If you're on Facebook, same Manny behind the mic on Facebook as well. Give me a like there too.
I was one of those who was disappointed when he was elected in 2016. But let's be honest. He got elected. He didn't have anybody good on his team. He really didn't. He really did not. He really didn't.
Awesome. La mera, thank you.
Brand new, went for the presidency, got the presidency.
Hey, one of you guys is watching on her page, right? Troy wants to ask her something.
Well spoken.
I know somebody that was just on. I'm not going to say who it is because they're incognito.
In a way that Donald Trump couldn't.
This is her.
He would do so good. You'd have like
political page.
Cop, bad cop thing.
This is her political page.
Obviously, Donald Trump would be the bad cop, even though just by being himself, people kind of find him off-putting. However, if you had somebody that was the complete opposite of him, that was running alongside him, that would temper it. That would be the good cop. And so when you have that good cop, bad cop dynamic in any kind of duo, you make it better. So I don't blame Donald Trump completely because he didn't have nobody on his team really that really even knew anything really about people.
Really?
Everybody that was helping him they're not even, I could tell everybody helping him wasn't even that smart.
Interesting.
Everybody, his press secretary. Do you remember that fiasco? Oh my God. The first one and the second one. The second one. For real. Yes, and Debbie Lee Winslow did say it. Debbie Lee says the difference between Biden and Trump is that Biden is a puppet and Trump has, I'm not going to say that word, but he's bold. Trump is bold. And he says it like it is. And he does. Trump doesn't have an edit button. He doesn't know how to edit himself. So when you have somebody running alongside Trump to temper that and offset that,
hi, Christy.
It'll help him. It'll help him tremendously. And he has big chances of winning in 2024. I'm telling y'all right now. He has big chances of winning in 2024, especially if he finds a good vice president to run alongside him. He has really good chances of winning in 2024. He does, especially after this fiasco. What's going to happen right now? They're going to want somebody, at least with a voice, somebody strong, no matter what party they're from. Remember, I told y'all this was about matching energies. And as much as we like to say everything went well with that election, we don't 100% know. We don't 100% know. We will never know. We won't know. We want to say that we want to have faith in all of the systems in our government.
I know, right?
Find that,
That's the Saturday night cleave.
People that are going to question that.
Come on, it's Saturday night.
They may not be storming the Capitol. They're still going to be questioning him. They can denounce the Capitol rioters. They should not have done that.
I imagine she wants to attract male
and maybe call
viewers, but then she blocked everybody. So
maybe we could say he shouldn't have involved himself at all.
Just got blocked because I said that those people she's attacking aren't worried or listening. She got triggered.
Who's to say if there was somebody to tell him,
Felix got blocked.
Don't do that. Don't get involved with that. Then he would listen.
Hilarious.
Men
hey, Scarlett.
Just like parties are going to do what they want.
I know. Everybody's blocked from her page.
The party controls whoever's going to be in the Democratic seat.
It's like only her hardcore followers
Republicans, they do whatever they want.
Drank her Kool-Aid. Only those people are not blocked.
It's about person, not a party.
Yes, Troy, yes.
But what good does it do when the Democrats are literally offering up candidates that have no energy, candidates that do not match the energy of any other candidates? And then when the time comes that you're on the brink of a third world war,
Yeah,
You
it's
have
the one where
somebody
she's wearing
that can't even speak
like a
well
black turtleneck or something
or speak strong or be prolific in any way.
in the profile pic.
Where's Biden? It's true. I ran into a young man today, and I asked him how was he doing.
What is this about?
And I didn't think he was going to tell
I
me
guess
this.
you can call it campaigning.
Young kids are watching the news. They're watching.
But like
they're
at
watching
midnight,
social media.
Saturday
They're
night,
watching
midnight.
Politics. Believe it or not.
I guess she was on late at night
You
during
have
the week as well.
children. They're like 18, 19 years old. Literally, you know what he told me? He said not too good. And I was like, what do you mean? He said, well, it's just like nothing's really happening, you know, in my life, and you hear, you know, about how we might go into war, and I'm like,
what? Don't comment. Don't know what to say.
I just see the morale of Americans plummeting.
Duh. Why do you think that is?
We don't have anybody to instill that hope in us. Not at the federal level. We don't.
No, she don't like the real questions.
Not at the executive level, which is the president. We don't. Kamala Harris. Where's she?
Kamala. Okay, Kamala.
I don't see Biden or Kamala lifting the spirits of Americans.
It's Kamala, remember? Kamala.
I told that young man, look, you're young.
Oh boy, here we go.
And through all of what I've been through, this is what I've learned.
Her life experiences.
Life is a game. Life is a game. Life is a game. Not a human life. Life. Not a human life. Life. That which every human lives. That life.
I'm glad she had to point that out to everybody. Because I'm sure nobody got it right.
And you make certain choices. And the way you think affects those outcomes too. And you get to make the best kind of life that you can if you make the right kind of choices. Or you're strategic with the very limited kind of experiences that you have. Or when the world comes at you in an ugly way, you learn to deal with it so that you survive. Right?
I like that music she's got in the background.
Continue that game of life until you get to where you
Adam Weaver, the slam dunk contest sucked tonight.
But I said, you know, like love that you have for like your family. I saw a bunch of little kids running around. I said, those are your nieces and nephews, right? I said, for them, the love you have for them, the love that you will eventually have for somebody later on, you know. Love is not a game. Life is a game. Love's not a game. That's when somebody can have.
No,
you know,
she was actually. She was there. She showed up late. That's what I mean. About 30 minutes late, if I'm not mistaken. I've got that video also.
Love transcends.
Started broadcasting as soon as she got there.
Transcends dimensions.
So she wasn't run off. She got there and she finished about 45 minutes worth of a debate, a forum.
It's not a game. Life is a game. Living a life lived is a game. So I told him manifest the right thing. He said, but it's hard. He said, I know what that is. And I said, what is it? And he said, it's thinking about something and making it happen.
I caught that, Scarlett. I don't know if anybody else saw that, but yeah.
He said, but it's hard. It's hard to see.
I saw that ad.
See anything good.
You know, that press release, the official press release.
So I told him, I said, look at them. I said, and I pointed at his nieces and nephews, and I said, look at them. I said, you love them, right? I said, look what I told you right now.
You know, especially when they campaign in the middle of the night.
Life is game. Then if you won't manifest for yourself, then manifest for them. Manifest for them.
No, she's in some deep spiritual something. I don't know what's going on.
I guess I can manifest for them. Yeah, you can manifest for them. Because it's love that's making you manifest the best outcome for everybody. And if you manifest the best outcome for everybody, that's what you get. And if you have leaders that manifest the best outcome for everybody,
by Jack Handy.
If you had a president that manifests the best outcome for everybody, when you manifest the best outcome from everybody, that makes you want to move and to do human action.
I'm telling you, Pancho,
for
this is what you're missing, man.
Otherwise,
pure entertainment.
If you don't do anything, then nothing is done, and you're silent, and people are wondering, where are you? Where are you?
Where are you?
Ew. Daniel Trevino. First of all,
Hi, Mary.
why are you here? Honestly, if I'm just some silly woman that nobody listens to and nobody's gonna vote for, then you wouldn't be here right now. But it's a Saturday night, and people in Worcester County would probably think that you're probably here because you're not sober. You want to come over here, right? They're not. Is there any women around you? Because people in Worcester County know, your experience with women, right?
I like how she gets like super
But you know what?
ghetto-y talking or
trying to put me down than trying
whatever
to
you
put
want to
down
call
another
it with
woman
that
or put hands
slang
on another woman.
every so often. It gets worse.
That's what we know, right? About you. So if we know that a man has a history of putting hands on another woman,
Providing a valuable service here,
he's not gonna like me. He's gonna hate me. Because if he likes putting hands on a woman, he's not gonna like me. Because I'm against all that. I'm the thing you wish you could put hands on because I'm mouthier than the woman that you put
wish she was the one you could put hands on. What?
You try to beat me up socially because you can't put your hands on me. That's you, Don. That's you, Daniel Trevino. That's you. That's you right there. That's who you are.
This comment right here is probably true. It's that's not far fetched. For those who don't know her, that's
from my home county. Come over here, Trashful.
That's yeah, that's
ain't nobody before all this
has happened.
Nobody knows nothing about me.
Hi, Vicky.
That lady,
welcome
that lady
from Cali.
Said all that ugly stuff about me. She didn't know nothing about my growing up or anything.
Even in Cali, they've heard about this chick.
I was a nerd and hardly did anything, and had a high school boyfriend throughout high school for 7 years. Same person for 7 years until I was 21. That's true. I didn't do
and I was called
nothing else.
Borderline.
But the people that come to me
bullyish for playing this stuff and rebroadcasting it, restreaming it.
This Vanessa Tijerina, she's not who she is. She is exactly
I don't see it that way. I'm trying not to
that strong, kind woman.
Use certain keywords.
She is that woman. Yeah, she is.
That are associated with her.
No shit from people like Daniel Trevino, especially
you guys can, but I'm just trying to
shit from these ladies that aren't giving me.
Show the world who she is.
Half of what I know about you, Daniel Trevino. What makes you think I'm going to take anything from you?
Remember, for those of you who don't know this either, she got almost 72,000 votes the last time she ran. What did she run for? I can't remember.
My hometown even still tried.
72,000. That's not peanuts, especially down here.
Daniel is a big hater around one. You would not like him. You would not like him. I promise you. You wouldn't. You'd probably get in a fight with him as soon as you hung out with him for real. He's those kind of people. No. No. Nope. He don't have nothing going on in his life, and here he is. That's why. Unhealed people, they will always come after somebody that's healed or somebody that's healing. Nothing going on in his life.
She's watching herself.
What happened here? I thought I had blocked him. I'm looking at him.
Yeah, right, Rose, but we're all familiar with that.
Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure that I got rid of this.
Dude, right, she can talk a mile a minute. Again, for those of you who don't know, she can talk. She can be on this live for 3 hours. Without a guest and just talk. I got a text message from the Beto O'Rourke camp like, hey, couldn't we speak with you right now? I said, no. And then I said, and also, please don't come to my house.
Yeah, I'm not going to give him any more time.
Because he was black walking in Brownsville.
I think he's had enough as well. Don't be coming to the page of somebody who knows everything like that about you, please.
Oh, really? I think Luke
It's
is
just
the
like
only
other
male
day.
that's not
Like
black.
the other day, whenever Dr. Yvonne Melendez,
Right? Hi, Pauline.
Dr.
I
Yvonne
think,
Melendez,
I think she got some kind of
doing a little video for
do or
John
something going on there.
Ridley, because John is my competition for the seat. So Ivan Melendez says, Dr. Ivan Melendez says, well, I was going to run for this seat, but then I decided that I'm just going to dedicate myself to helping patients with COVID. Honey, you didn't run for the seat because they found your mugshot where you were arrested in Florida at Disney for battery on your girlfriend. That's the truth. That's why you didn't run.
I want someone to ask her about
Before
her
you was a
smoking
woman that's been
crack
arrested 10
on a
times,
live.
all malicious prosecution. No
Has
conviction.
anybody asked her that? How does she respond? What does she say to that?
Demanding trials.
Hi, Dina.
That is not the same thing.
How young? How
That's
young?
different.
What? Yep, it's live. It's very live right now.
Veronica Gutierrez says the whole world needs Jesus. It's supposed to be one nation under God.
Like vampires. Hey, Deborah.
We'd like to think that it's that simple. Right?
Hi,
and
Delia.
those of us who believe in this want to believe that it's that simple. But when you
Have any of you guys asked her? Has anybody asked her? Like, aren't you afraid that people are going to see your crack smoking and that's going to ruin your campaign or whatever?
But we want to rely on prayer. Prayer is a form of manifestation.
I'll try not to speak over her.
You are literally thinking a good outcome. Strongly called prayer. That's all we can do sometimes. But when it comes to our leaders and our government leaders, you can't just let your constituents just pray on it. You were elected. You were elected to bring the hopes up of Americans when their hopes are down. You were elected to reassure them. You were elected because they need a backbone.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You were elected because you are the leader that they look to get inspiration from. You were elected because when during times that are dark, they're supposed to be supplying the light for these people. Emotionally, the light. Where are our leaders now? Democrats.
Yeah, Adam, I needed
the ones that are supposed to be the brightest light shiners of all the parties.
I needed a laugh today.
What light are they shining now? What inspiration are we seeing out of them?
Oops, let me fix this here.
I don't see it. And Americans are getting frustrated because they know that what I'm saying is true. It's like, where's our president here?
Hi, Rosa. Welcome to my pages, Facebook and YouTube. Same name, right now, Manny behind the mic.
Bernie would have been inspiring us.
MIC.
He would at least been telling us.
Thanks for stopping by.
Good thoughts, something. He would have been showing himself. Bernie's been speaking his entire life.
Funeral music, that's good.
Biden hasn't. But yet, the Democratic Party thought that Biden was the best thing.
Here lay the campaign of VT.
It really does. It does whatever the hell it wants to. That's why Trump went with the Democrats, with the Republicans. He could have gone with the Democrats, but he knows that they're going to do whatever they want to do. He knows.
He's got nasty internet.
So he went with the Republican Party, and the Republican Party knew, and they could have done a Bernie on him. They could have kept him out. They could have not nominated Donald Trump to prevent him from becoming the president. They didn't. They nominated him. They knew that he was their only chance to keep the control in the Republican Party, because nobody matched Donald Trump.
Are you guys getting a delay on her audio and video as well, or is it just on my end? Maybe I should refresh the page.
About the outcome of the presidential election.
Yeah, Scarlett, that's on her. That's coming from her laptop.
The right to be mad. They have a right to be mad. They don't have a right to storm the Capitol. They don't have a right to be doing that. They don't have a right to get violent because of it. They don't have that. But they do have the right to be upset about it. I'm questioning about it. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, metaphysical and...
These people have had a whole 4 years.
I'm just waiting to get my horoscope read.
The Democrats anybody that's a real strong Democrat, you really think that during that time, these 4 years that the Democratic Party has been organizing and getting ready for what's to come in 2024? Mm-hmm. You don't see there's no energy there. It's not there. It's not the same. It's not the same Democratic Party that I knew in the 90s. It's not the same. Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't worry about that. She's been low.
Oh my God. You didn't know anything in the freaking 90s.
For a long time.
Please.
Mm-mm. Don't you worry about that, y'all. Yeah. As quick as she's on here, she's off. About that, y'all. Yeah, we just keep on smiling. That's all
cracks me up how she's monitoring herself.
Let's see. Don't you worry, Debbie. Don't you worry. I already got rid of her. Bring Hillary Clinton back. Well.
Oh boy, let's hear this.
I'll tell you one thing right now. Hillary Clinton would have been her energy was a lot higher than Biden's. I'll tell you that right now. It was. They came after her hard. And I was not a Clinton supporter. I was a Bernie supporter. But like right now, I'd rather have Hillary Clinton than Mr. Biden, President Biden. I would. I'd rather have Hillary Clinton than President Biden. I mean, if it's going to be between those two, come on, no? Right now, I think Hillary Clinton would have been inspiring Americans a lot more than Biden is with his absence.
Hey, Negro and Barbie.
Ew, you guys. Ew, let me take a picture of this. Ew. Moderators, do not erase it. Just hide it. I'll show that to the police. Hold on.
I'm going to refresh this page, all right? Hang on, give me a second.
These men, I want me to get. They'd rather you see me beat up in a hotel room or you watching my funeral procession. That's what they would rather you see.
That's better, right?
And these men, the two that we've had to deal with right now, both have history of violence against women in real life. Physical violence against women.
Let me catch up on these comments, guys. I don't want to be too behind.
Hold on, moderators. Don't delete any of that profiles.
Yes, no more. I've thought about that. I'm gonna have to do that at some point. Is explain some of this. I think I got to do a whole profile on this person here. Explain all the players and some of the pages involved.
That one right there. She really don't. That's the one that's been trolling me since I was in high school. He's been trolling me since I was in high school. He don't like y'all thinking I'm beautiful. He wants y'all to think I'm a pig.
Was there internet back then?
Yeah, that's what he wrote right now, actually. Mm-hmm. He's the one that I told you I will always feel he had something to do with me getting taken hostage and beat up. I will always believe that. Always. And until we start really investigating, and they barely gave those people their plea bargains. They have to make up their minds.
It's like I don't want to give her the attention, but for those who don't know, there was an episode where she was allegedly kidnapped and took her into a motel room and kind of beat her up, All the injuries were afflicted to her face.
Great again, Trump 2024 all day.
No broken legs, no bruises anywhere else. It was all facial, and it's shady as to whether that was real or staged.
Honestly.
And then she took those photos and plastered them everywhere, did a press release, put pictures everywhere.
Where is our democratic leadership inspiring us? Fighting back, being strong. It's just not there. Do you really blame Trump 2024?
True.
Can you blame them?
What's up,
Let's
Sharky?
Be honest, y'all. With this issue, with this happening right now with Russia and the Ukraine, you all know
Good night, Liz.
that it wouldn't be happening if Trump was there. And the issue would not be escalating as badly either. You know it. You know it. I know it. You know that the wife would get involved too. She's from there. And it matters. Anybody who's going to come over here and say, do not, please do not.
Hi, Liliana.
I don't care if you are a yellow belly Democrat, progressive.
Yellow belly Democrat.
For real. This is the truth.
5-hour live. Holy crap.
Issue, this one issue that America, COVID is it even has COVID in the back burner. This issue of war. This issue of war even has COVID on the back burner. That's just enough.
What did she just say?
I don't know, my girl.
Hi, Michelle. I know, right?
They just got a deposition.
It's like you listen for a while and you're like,
Trump making those statements. I was like, don't do that, because it really looks like if you're leading them into something. Don't do that. It looks like you're leading them into something. It looks like you're right. No, you shouldn't do that.
That's correct, Beth.
Those are mine.
I am providing a very valuable public service here.
That's what I'm saying right now. That's what I'm saying right now. That's what I'm talking about. Is that is the one issue right now that people are so worried about, is going to war. We just pulled our troops out of somewhere where they've been for over 10 years. And now the possibility that we might go into war, and this war actually leading to a third world war. That's what people are talking about. That's what they're afraid about. Trump has a good rapport with Russia and the Ukraine. He always has.
It's good. World leaders respect balls. And by that, I mean guts, You
want democratic leadership for all the other things. But for like something like this that really, really matters, this is like war. And this is war that's to a certain country that we don't have a good rapport with, but that the president that we didn't want us here recently did have a good rapport with.
Hi, Lucy.
So which one are you going to give up? The democratic stuff for all the other good stuff, right? You're going to get that up? Because really, y'all, they ain't even doing all the other good stuff. You do know that, right? They ain't even doing all the other good stuff that they said.
That's right. That's hilarious.
They're not even addressing student loans. I wonder what Americans would do if Donald Trump would be like, if I'm president, I will relieve the student loan debt. Donald Trump.
Wasn't that just done? Didn't they just do that?
Do that.
They relieved, I don't know for how many, but they just relieved a bunch.
You will get a lot of people on your side. You just start taking on some of the other things that people want. It's not necessarily because Democrats want it. It's because the American people want it. They want weed legalized, cannabis legalized. They want to make industry off the hemp industry and the cannabis industry. They want their student loans wiped out. You'll get a lot farther, a lot faster. I promise you, if you give them some of the things that the Biden administration is not willing to give them.
Interesting.
Or is staying silent on. Mateo Lozano says CNN, MSNBC, and Fox just need ratings. Don't get scared of Putin. Texas has a stronger economy than Russia. It's not that I'm scared of Putin. That's the thing, though.
He's not afraid of anybody.
That way, that means the Ukraine has, when you have something, you have very little, then you have a lot to lose sometimes. You can do all you can. This is all you got. You're going to defend that. And if you have a big nation like Russia backing you up, doesn't matter how small you are.
Backing you up.
You have a nation like Russia backing you up. That changes things. It's not about America versus Ukraine. It's about America versus Ukraine and Ukraine's allies. That's what people are worried about. Ukraine on its own. But once you have their allies stepping in and saying, no, America, we're Russia. And we stand by the Ukraine. And what about it? That's what we need.
Interesting.
Erica Ramirez says, please give your thoughts on the Build Back Better plan. The Build Back Better plan, actually, I mentioned that plan the other day. I mentioned that plan 7 years ago. That plan. It's interesting how now Biden's talking about it. It's on my political page from 7 years ago. Rebuild our roads and infrastructures, etc., etc. And give those jobs to the economy. Not only are you going to rebuild our infrastructures and, create new jobs, right? You're going to be creating new jobs. It's all like win-win-win, right? But they added some things. Like the carbon emission stuff. I don't know. I think they went too far with it, to be honest with you. And they included some things that I don't know. The thing is that when you do a big thing like that, there's some people going to be putting stuff in there just to have sneak it in. Because if you get the whole thing approved, then you get the little sneak-ins approved. And that's the problem.
Hey, RGV liars.
That's the problem.
Yeah, it's just
to sneak some other little things in that are literally not really helping the American people and really helping other people.
It's the same blah blah blah,
not
but
Americans as a whole.
She puts a twist on it every single time.
People.
But I swear to God, she believes everything she's saying.
Erica Ramirez, that's my answer. It could be better than that. It could be better than what they're offering, and it could be better the way that they have it written. That's my thoughts. Elizabeth Morales says, like, would Trump say $2,000 per person, and the GOP, like, what Trump said? It's because I don't get it because of the words you chose. Are you saying that Trump said $2,000 per person and the GOP said no? Trump can't make promises that he can keep. We already experienced that. Trump can make promises that he knows that he can put the Democrats to the fire.
She didn't answer it.
By agreeing with some things that the Democrats have stated that they will follow through with. And so when he says, you know what, well, let's go ahead, let's do it then. And then they don't follow through with it. That exposes what their agenda really is, the Democrats. If they don't go along with it after all, when they literally said, we like this thing, this thing should be legalized, whatever it is. And then they don't go along with it. Even after Trump said, no, let's do it. You're right. You know what? You're right. Let's do this.
Oh, Mary.
And then they don't. Sometimes a party or people will say something knowing hell that thing's going to happen.
Lisa or Liza? Hi, Lisa.
And no way in hell that anybody's going to hold our feet to the fire. And they know it. And they just want to keep you there thinking that they might.
Hey, Erica. Yeah,
That's
Erica, that was
whenever I tell you I'm running for U.S. District 15, I'm willing to fight for everything that I say on here.
That's
and
her.
If I fail to put up the fight
that's what
for
she
one
does.
of the things written here, call me out on it. By all means. By all means.
Can somebody ask her that? Why do you go on only like late at night? I mean, she does her lives from her car in the daytime.
Pelosi, Democrat, running again as Speaker of the House.
While she's at work. Why does she do these things at night, so late at night?
It'd be nice to see somebody new. However, it'd
be
nice to always have women involved in everything.
Fuchi!
Government.
Yuck.
And she's one of very few. She's one of very, very few. I'm not going to hate on her the way other people hate on her.
No, she has certain
I think she's
loyal viewers, and I think they take it upon themselves to.
That's my answer.
Be the moderators or hall monitors.
I don't want to knock her down. I just don't. Who else is going to run? A man? I would rather see her than a man. To be honest, he's gonna be back in 2024. You know he is.
I need to.
You know he is. How? You know what? You know what else I thought of? I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it.
Go ahead, just say it.
No, I would not put it past. Because if you were a very smart politician, you would create a situation where you would be needed. So if Trump is allies with, or friends with, the Ukraine and Russia,
Hi, Vivi.
there could be a scenario where you'd want to return after you were almost on the brink of war with a country that was really priming you up to get back, and that people were going to say, oh, we really need him.
Okay, so her kids were.
I think of every possibility.
She lost custody of her kids. I believe her ex has them.
So we can't rule
I don't know
that
how
out.
often she sees them. She doesn't talk about them very much, except for the fact that she says she has kids. But she,
causing a situation.
you know, my thing's always been, and a lot of people have said it, if she worked that hard, if she could work that hard as she does, spewing all this crap night after night, day after day, if she would work that hard to try to get her kids back, she might have had them back already.
They didn't mean any of it.
But seems like this is
point was just
more important to her
that very
for some
sense of
weird
fear in
reason.
Americans enough to
Weird,
get
weird
elected
reason.
in
I don't know why.
2024.
Yeah, it'd take a couple hours to go through her last few years. Deborah, remember when you went for? Yeah, I wasn't familiar with her, and I found her fascinating and all this and that, and oh my goodness.
I'm going to go ahead and leave y'all. Some people wouldn't leave y'all.
Oh, she's leaving.
I got 61 people
Don't
watching.
go. Don't go.
But I've learned to
I think it's because she's losing the audience. That's why.
leave on a good note. And this many people watching is leaving on a good note. Okay?
Oh
Would
boy.
I vote to send troops? At this point? No. At this point, no. Not right now.
Not right now.
You would think.
Oh boy, Luke. You're risking your life, Luke. Don't lose your unblocked status just yet.
Have to send human beings.
Hi, Lillian. Thanks for visiting. This is very entertaining.
To fight our fight for us.
Especially if you know who she is.
We wouldn't have lives in peril, but we could still do the job. You know what I mean?
Raise that volume.
Erica Ramirez says, as a Democrat, do you not feel like Pelosi has demonized the Democratic Party, subsequently making her own party go against her? Like, has she demonized them by being part of, like, being like a demon herself?
Thank you, Shonda.
Or you mean like she's accused them?
Yep. Welcome everybody. Anybody who's new, give me a like at Manny Behind the Mic on Facebook and YouTube. Manny Behind the Mic as well. Give me a subscribe.
What I mean. Like, are you saying like by her
pound those
actions
hearts? Pound those
she's
hearts.
Caused that to happen? Like, in other words, like she's the problem? Is that what you're asking?
Oh my goodness! Somebody who would do this documentary would make a killing.
Morales.
I'm gonna start a fundraiser. Let's make a movie.
Or any politician. They say this is what I'll fight for.
Can you imagine? Who would play her? Who do we get to play her?
Is watch him fight for it.
Put your comments in there. Who do we get to play this woman? What famous actress?
He still fought for it. He's a man of his word. So yes, if he says this is what I will fight for, this is what I will fight for. What the American people want is to see what you promised during your presidency. And if you promise to fight, that's different than promising an outcome. You can't promise an outcome, but you can promise a fight. So depending on how he words it, it will work. Mm-hmm.
Hi, Tina.
Her actions, okay, so to be honest with you,
Oh boy.
Pelosi's not that interesting to me. She's not. I admire her. I really do. Because politics is not that easy. And to reach the pinnacles that she's reached, that's something to admire. I don't think that Pelosi has caused enough to demonize the Democratic Party, to be quite honest with you. Because I've seen progressives. You see, Pelosi is more of a conservative Democrat, an establishment conservative Democrat. Old kind of Democrats, the old-fashioned kind of Democrats. Then you have these other people that are progressive Democrats. Honestly, I think those people have done a lot to divide the Democratic Party and cause a lot of negativity towards them. Defund the police. You don't see Nancy Pelosi saying defund the police, do you? Am I mistaken? Because if I am, tell me, please. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
She's not against it.
I hear other progressive people saying defund the police, but I don't hear Nancy Pelosi saying something like that. That kind of statement
it's funny.
Causes negativity towards the party. Mm-hmm. No, Erica, it's what I said right now. First of all, yes, I've never really kept my. It's not exciting. There's nothing with her happening that is like revolutionary. You gotta be real exciting for me to pay attention, or super, super, super important for me to pay attention.
I know what that means, Delia.
She's not even ever run for president. If she was that, she would have run for president. And that's the kind of thing that gets my attention.
Well, she had the mommy dearest look the other day. I'm not sure what this is.
Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi has been there long enough to where you think that she would run for president. But she hasn't done anything for me to look at her enough to be able to have an opinion like that about her, because she's just her life has not gotten my attention
right, Christopher?
In that way. And that's to be really honest. And to be honest, they should probably feel like, maybe right now I'm just little old Vanessa Tijerina. But later on, if I were to become anything else, she'd probably be like, she really said that about me. Well, it's true. It's not there. There ain't nothing in your life that's super exciting where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna pay attention to this lady from California. No, she's in California. She's not doing like other stuff like that, that affects Texas or the Rio Grande Valley, things like that.
Hey, Amber.
You know what I mean? America, Mateo Lozano says, what American woman is prepared and ready to lead the war? To lead the world. Mm-hmm. Michelle Obama.
Oh my God.
Michelle Obama.
Now you know she's.
That's my answer. If you're making me say a name, that's the name I'm going to say.
Can you imagine this one and Kamala and Nancy Pelosi in a room talking together?
Thank you. Anyways, I love y'all. I tried to answer all your questions, and I still gave y'all time. Look at how long have I given y'all? I've given y'all at least 2 hours, right? At least I'm giving you my time.
I see what you did there, Christopher. I see that.
My competition's not asking, and a lot of the questions that y'all have asked me are tough questions. There's questions that some people would just stay away from, and that's why they don't go live, because they cannot
Scarlett,
control.
it is,
They
it
cannot
is, and it
control
isn't. You know what I
what's
mean?
going to come up, and they're going to look like real something if they ignore y'all. So they'd rather not even put themselves in the position, the vulnerable position. They are too afraid to make themselves vulnerable. That's my point. They will not make themselves vulnerable to you. I will. I can handle it. And I'm honest. It's a live video. That's another thing. Some people cannot self-edit, or they are really scared of saying something live. Because you put that on, you put that out there. Somebody may be screen recording this right now. It's already there. Don't think you're gonna try to delete it. And a lot of leaders and a lot of would-be leaders that are trying to take the seat from me, they cannot handle that.
Daniel.
They can't. They literally need like a PR person in a mic in their ear if they're gonna do that. They wouldn't be able to self-edit like I have.
Self-edit.
Let me see. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
What's up, Danny? It's a long story, buddy, but she wants to represent the American people. She is running. I'll update you later, a little later.
Well, Elizabeth, if you think that Trump's not a man of his word, well, then you don't vote for him. Obviously, if the man's going to come back to run in 2024, then he's going to have to run with all the legacy he had left behind in 2016 to 2020. That's a challenge that he's going to have. But you never know, collectively, the minds of Americans. You never know. You can never tell. And Trump can come in, like I said, he could have somebody running as his vice president that tempers whatever it is that's negative inside Trump. If he was smart, he'd get the right vice president. The right female, should be female. Do what Biden did.
ID.
Get a female that Americans will like and think is personable to run. If he does that,
does anybody remember this speech as such?
He's gonna get votes. I'm
Good
telling
one.
you, I know he's gonna get votes.
Haven't heard that one in a while.
If he helps a woman rise, just the way Biden helped Kamala rise, Trump will get votes, whether he's a man of his words or not. Mateo Lozano says your live engagement and interaction with the people is what separates you from the rest. I love you. Thank you so much for the kindness. I love it. You know, I've said this before, my currency in life, a lot of people have currency.
They carry.
A lot of people like trust.
You're right. He doesn't.
Trust has a lot more to do with loyalty.
And I'm not claiming I do.
I love kindness.
If you don't know anything about it, don't freaking speak about it. Don't speak to it.
I love kindness. I smile because you don't even know. Just
that's sad right there.
Kindness with me, I know that it seems you've always seen me in survival mode or whatever, right? The kindness with me, kindness goes so long. Like goes at look at me. It makes me so happy just to even feel like just thinking of kindness makes me happy. It's like I'm eating a whole thing of tacos. This is a dance I make when I eat good food.
You got a taco dance?
That's what kindness does to me. So my currency in my life, is kindness. Like the kinder you are, man, the farther you can get from me, especially if I know that kindness is genuine. And it's real hard to fake kindness with me.
Oh, man, you guys are hilarious.
Look at how sometimes y'all come over here and I'm hypervigilant. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Let me see if your kindness is real or unreal. So I gauge it pretty well now, okay? Big kindness, I love. And loyalty. Kindness and loyalty, oh. I love it. I love it.
I think that's because of her drug abuse.
That's the stuff of
that she's not allowed to see her girls.
Kindness and loyalty. Kindness and loyalty. It can't get better than that. If you're kind and loyal, I mean, that equals trust. That equals trust right there.
Yeah, she's a piece of work.
Duke Cooper says you should run. You should run with Trump. You know what? And I probably wouldn't say no.
People giving her ideas.
Because this is my thing. If you're kind and you're loyal, like I said right now, and if you're somebody that is not loyal to a party, but loyal to humanity, loyal to people.
Not yet, Bonnie. Not yet.
You know that your moves in life will always reflect that what you want your legacy to be. Then I could survive being Trump's vice president. I could survive that. My legacy could survive.
Now she wants to be vice president.
I will be helping a man.
Oh my goodness.
He needs help. He needs help socially.
Aren't we supposed to get hit with like a giant meteor or something? I think it's probably a good time pretty soon.
Down when you can help them?
Where's that meteor?
If they are in a position to help the American people, why are you going to be pulling them down? Why are you going to be knocking them down? If that's who the American people voted, then help him. Don't knock him down. He's already there. Help him. Hello, Yvette Hernandez. How are you doing?
Hello. That's so annoying. Hello.
I'm just reading y'all's comments. There's a lot of comments that I didn't get to read.
Wouldn't surprise me if she said that, Denise. Hi, Rosie. Welcome to the circus.
Rosie, I'm a Democrat.
This time she's a Democrat.
I am a Democrat. However, when I opened up this discussion in this video, I said, please don't tell me that I'm witnessing in my lifetime a shift of Republican and Democratic ideals. Remember, earlier today, I told y'all in my car, reminded y'all that the party that was trying to free slaves was the Republican Party. It was the Union. It was the Confederacy. It was the South, the badly behaving South, that was Democrats. So at one point, the Republicans were the ones that were the humanitarians. I know it's hard for y'all to believe. And after the things that I saw with Bethel and stuff today, I hope that I'm not witnessing that. I hope I am not in the middle of the Republican Party becoming the more humanitarian party. I did not think that would happen in my lifetime.
No, I think somebody a little younger, Chris.
It feels like we're in the middle of something
Roseanne
Barr, not solid.
No, it's got to be somebody partly Spanish.
Like both parties look a little bit, shifty right now. And it almost seems like one thing will just make the ideals just swap. And there you go. All of a sudden, the Republicans are the more humanitarian party, and the Democrats are now the bad guys. Please don't tell me that's what I'm witnessing. That's what I opened up this video with.
Tina Fey. No. Keep coming with them. Casey Anthony. Hi, Mayela. Casey Anthony.
Jaime Fernandez says, what party are you when you change from Democrat to Republican?
No.
Why would you say that?
I'm thinking that chick who was in that movie.
Because I'm not putting
I'd have to look it up.
Like that?
Angelina Jolie.
In order to be a good U.S. rep,
Rosa, come on, please.
You have to be able to get along with both parties.
What's that chick's name? Was in that movie with the puppets, the detectives, the puppets murder investigation or something?
Party has always been, well, Except for when I ran in 2016.
The something funny, something murders or something like that. I forget.
What the Democratic Party should be. To such a degree that in 2016, the Democratic Party adopted the platform of the Green Party. A lot of people don't know that, but it's true. It just feels like I'm witnessing the shift of my party ideals.
For real?
No. Not this election. No. The shift hasn't happened. The shift hasn't happened. I feel like it's happening. I feel like maybe we're in the beginning of it.
Oh, boy.
I feel like we're in the beginning of
it. What's up, Johnny Blade?
Things are happening to make the Republican, and it looks like things are happening and it looks like things are happening in a way that the Democrats are going to look like the scoundrels while the Republicans are going to look like the humanitarians. But before we get to that point, these weird things are just going to start happening. We're going to see things like what Bethel did this morning.
It's like I want to comment some stuff, but it's so fascinating what she's saying. The music, it sounds like a Sunday morning, church service. The
heart of
the music they play when they ask you to come and pray, give your offering, and then time to pray, and they play that little soft, kind of gentle music. I think she's trying to lull everybody. I think she's trying to hypnotize us, to be honest with you.
In 10 years, we are sitting here. And it's 10 years from now.
Put on your aluminum caps.
Damn. Literally in 10 years, 1 decade, the Republicans suddenly became the humanitarians, and the Democratic Party became the bad guys. I said it first because I feel it.
Real journalist, huh? New York Times? Yeah, right.
And I feel like it's just the beginning. Thank you, Becky. Thank you. Becky Cortez says, I myself don't associate myself with just one particular party. I love that because the majority of voters are like you, Becky. The majority of people don't even care about parties or politics, to be quite honest with you. And then Becky goes on to say, I hear what each candidate has to say, and I do my own research, and based on that, I vote accordingly. Nothing better than a well-informed voter. Mwah!
Where does she get her stuff? Any idea? Does anybody know?
Because that's how it should
Hey, Lupe.
be. Because thanks for stopping by.
One size, yeah.
And to everybody, I'm an independent.
It does. I told somebody else that too. She got this creepy, weird ass, weird vibe of a wicked smile.
I'm an independent. And the only reason that I've chosen a party in the last election is because you have to choose a party. If I were to have chosen to go with the Green Party, they would have left me out of the panels and they would have left me out of the debates. They would have.
You barely made it to one and didn't make it to another.
Y'all still would have voted for me because I would have been doing it now as a Green Party member. If y'all would have seen me on the debates as a Green Party, next to them as a Green Party, I would have been flipping down here green.
Hey, Domingo.
I would have. But the truth is, they were not going to let me with the panels. They're not going to let me sit at a table with Democrats and Republicans. As a Green Party member, they're not. So that forces people that are truly independent minds to choose a major party.
Just the thought of that is even.
What are you going to do when you're a humanitarian? You're going to go with the more humanitarian party. However, like I said, it seems to be changing. It seems to be on changing. What?
More competition. More, you mean? More? Yeah.
The difference from a donkey and an elephant, since you're so smart.
Yep. It'll be up there. It'll be up there as soon as it's over.
All, I know what those iconic representations of the donkey and the elephant are, and it came from a satiristic post in a newspaper from either New York or the northeastern part of the United States. But I'm not going to go there with you, sir.
It's important that this be shared so that people see really that she's not
demanding like that and talking to me like
she's not right. She's not all that she says she is, or that she thinks she is, I should say.
Bye. Stop twitching so much. Ooh. What do you mean stop twitching so much?
Who told her to
Got
stop
ADHD?
twitching?
What's your problem?
She's got ADHD?
What's your problem? Your little hater came over here the other day. What do you mean I'm not making sense?
Oh.
You spelled sense S-E-N-C-E. Who's not making sense? Me or you? I distinctly remember saying, if you all do not vote in U.S. District 15 election, the Mary Lou Salgados of the world are going to make this decide this election for you.
Hey guys, throw some more names at me.
You
Who would
just
play? Who
told
would you
me
get in
that.
Hollywood to play her?
Girl don't
I already told you
know
who
her.
I thought
She don't
it
know
could
her.
be.
They
I
are
forget her
rude
name.
because they cannot control
The
me.
Happy Time Murders, right? Happy
They
Town
are
or Happy
rude
Time
because they
Murders.
can't
Remember that
control
puppet
me.
movie? What's that
She's gone.
actress's name?
She's gone. I should have gotten rid of her the other day, but I didn't. Krista Damien says, no need to get offended. It's an honest question. I'm sorry I'm not a good speller. You don't need to make fun of me. Who made fun of you?
You did.
That wasn't you that said that. It was Mary Lou Salgado. What are you talking about? This is a live video. Who made fun of you? Who made fun of you with your spelling? Who made fun of you with your spelling? Who made fun of you with your spelling?
Yeah, Chris, I did notice that.
I'm waiting for you.
Oh, man.
Respectfully, Eric Ramirez.
Love you guys' comments. They crack me up.
Mind,
Freaking
I'm
awesome.
an independent thinker. On paper, I'm a Democrat. Period. If I get elected to be in the Democratic Party, that is the party that I'm going to be in, and that is the party that I'm going to represent, and that is the party that I'm going to do my best in.
She's run
Period.
as everything, if I'm not mistaken.
My ideals have never changed, no matter what party name is behind my name.
Hey, Tony.
I've always been for pro-choice. I've always been pro-Second Amendment. My ideals have never changed. I'm an independent mind. I'm not going to take on the ideals of one party or another simply to be that party 100%. No, I'm an independent mind. And no party label is going to change that about me. That's the truth. Thank you, Mateo. That's what you do. That's what you do. You have to do that. And if nobody else matches my energy, then I hope that the voters, the majority who never go out to vote, are the ones that decide this election. And they go out and they get this seat for all of us, all the rest of us. Because that's what it takes. It takes somebody whose energy that you cannot match that energy. You cannot match that frequency. You're never going to match that frequency. That's who they go for. That which is different and excites them and interests them.
Oh, boy.
Yes, Bobby Guevara. I am for the cancellation of student loans, and I cannot believe that Biden hasn't done that yet, to be quite honest with you. Literally ignoring it. You know, as a president, he has the ability to just cancel them, right?
Oh,
you know
wow.
that, right?
For real,
That's why it's called executive choices. Right? He has executive powers. He hasn't done that.
I guess it doesn't surprise me.
Krista Damien, you literally demonstrated a very inappropriate, like, look at you got all inappropriate all of a sudden. I have not even addressed really you. I didn't say nothing about your spelling. It's a live video, girl. It's a live video. For real. Now look at how you coming at me. Yeah. Anyways, you're all over the place. And it was you that said that about spending. Maybe rewatch your live. Anyways, I was on your side until you just went left.
Hey, Terry.
Bye. Okay. You won't be the first or the last, Erica. You won't. Not the first or the last. She goes on to say, that would be on paper an independent.
Hi, Shelley.
I respect all parties. That's the beautiful thing about this country. Okay. Oh, what about it? I thought you were leaving.
She's trying to be in tune with nature. She's going to break out in a yoga pose next.
Tatiana, Crystal, let me see.
What do you call this? Tai Chi.
Ooh, I saw it. Hold on. It's because this thing moves. When is the election, honey? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that election day is March 1st, Crystal. March 1st is election day. I meant to answer your question. I got sidetracked by Marilu Salgado. I shouldn't have allowed her to sidetrack me from you because I was about to answer you. Election day is March 1st. However, early voting is now. It's right now.
That's funny. Apparently not enough for her because she wanted to
day
disconnect
for this-
already.
Well, actually, tomorrow is until 3:00, and then Monday there's no voting on President's Day, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week are the only 4 days left for early voting in Texas. March 1st is election day.
Boom! There you go. Thank you, Lillian. Melissa McCarthy. That's who I think would be good to play Vanessa. That's my pick. What do you guys say?
Okay, Crystal Tatiana Morris says, so for the folks trying to learn about the election, where are you at the polls?
Oh, that's good.
In the polls. Where am I in the polls?
Good one.
Like, where am I in the numbers? You never know that. They will only tell us. All we're going to know about early voting is how many people went out to vote.
Kathy
we're not
Bates.
Know this many people voted for Vanessa or this many people voted for whoever. We're only going to know how many people went out to vote. And we have to hope and pray that the majority went out for us.
Kathy
we still
Bates.
Have to get the vote out on election day.
Good choice there too.
Thank you, Yvette. Thank you so much. That means a lot. She says, if I could vote for you, Vanessa, I would. In a heartbeat, I love you. Thank you so much. And I believe you.
Damn, that's good too. Rosie Perez
I
too.
Your question, buddy.
That could work. That could work.
I answered your questions, Crystal. Krista says.
Oh, you mean from the girl from The Devil Wears Prada? What's her name? And
It sounds like you're.
Dang it, I can't think of her last name.
You live video. What's going on here? You see,
Hathaway.
Vulnerability.
Hathaway.
I kind of understand why they haven't gone on.
Anne Hathaway.
But sometimes we have some people pop up.
Could be, but she's not.
And you just got to deal with them. You got to just learn to deal with them.
Don't take this the wrong way. She's not.
We don't know if
thick
anybody
enough.
Up
You know what I mean?
Complaining has any mental health issues. We have no idea. None. That's why a lot of people want because they got people like this. And it's like it's weird because it's like it's live. Everybody can tell if your approach to me is appropriate or not. That if the person has undiagnosed mental illness, they themselves will not understand that even they don't make sense. And two,
Sean, that's a real movie.
They are diagnosed, and untreated. What if they're diagnosed and untreated, or they're not complying with their medication? Then they're going to believe that they're in the right. So there's no winning in the minds of those people with you. And they will be there because their mind won't let them get away from this, and they ruminate. We don't know what's going on here.
They what?
But you all know it's a live video, and you can go back and you can see if these statements are substantiated and validated or not. That's all I can do with something like this. That's all I can do. That ain't gonna stop me from going live. That's for damn sure.
No, of course not.
You see? Get to the head. Who gives two craps if it's live? Don't be scared. Okay.
Oh my goodness, girl. That cackle, that laugh.
Thank you. I see you. Thank you, Elizabeth Morales, for understanding that. Thank you.
Oh, Denise, good one.
I knew that like 3 or 4 comments ago, and I was like, I was trying to be kind. What? Rosie, what's going on here? Rosie, you know what? You don't even have a real profile picture.
Oh, yeah. Here's my gratuitous request for donations there at the bottom. It's Manny behind the mic on the Cash App. I'm not going crazy with that right now because I know a lot of you are new and stuff.
I told y'all this girl was a. I
don't like asking for money. I don't. It's hard for me to do that.
You see, you got bet.
I'll take it off real quick.
Live, you just gotta deal with it, right? This is me dealing with it.
But feel free. Looks like Rosanna Dana.
I'm putting myself out there and getting
Gilda Radner.
In a way that my competition is not.
Kathy Bates. Yeah, Kathy Bates
They're really nice.
Kathy Bates,
and
man.
Please don't tell me it's because.
Man, that's good. Kathy Bates.
It's because your competition. It's because my competition has some great world-changing things going on in their lives.
Remember, for those of you who don't know her at all, she's very, very good at playing a victim. Man, she will twist everything and spin everything.
All of that energy that you put holding your sign out there could be
so that she is made to look the victim.
That you're the candidate for U.S. District 15. Because you are able to interact with the people and even deal with the people that come over here and troll you. But they don't even bother to do that with you. I'll make myself vulnerable all day long because I've been dealing with people like this all the time.
She's disrespectful. She was at that forum on her phone while everybody was, debating and speaking and stuff, and she's on her phone. She was live on her phone, doing a live from her position.
Trying to be an ally to the Ukraine? I think that's a pretty scary thought.
I shit you not.
It's concerning. It's concerning. It seems like there's at first it was just the Ukraine. And a couple of days later, it was Russia. A couple of days later, then Germany gets involved.
Oh, Jennifer Coolidge.
It makes you wonder after a couple of days how many other countries are going to be involved.
I like Kathy Bates because she's freaking actress, real.
What's concerning is that the nation just got relieved, out of getting their troops pulled away.
Jennifer Coolidge, though?
That they probably shouldn't have been in the first place, to be quite honest with you. But
man, you guys are good. That's good.
We pulled our troops out of an area, and now we have the possibility of having to push them back in there.
Moy. Got that New York thing
Taylor
going.
Miller says, seriously, I've learned a lot watching you. You are brave, you are smart, you are important. Much love.
Somebody learned a lot watching her. Oh, that's scary. That's scary crap right there.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That means a whole lot. You have no idea. I'm a sucker for kindness. I am. I love it. You're going to get something, sweetheart. All of y'all that are on here. Anybody giving likes, anybody giving positivity in any way, anybody complimenting me, you're going to get somebody in your inbox trying to change your mind about me. Just know that, okay? I try to warn y'all about that.
Yeah, why didn't that happen? Good question.
Just watch. But it's hard to just have y'all, I'm doing this so y'all can interact. But they take advantage of it, and try to do something else. Mm-hmm. What was that?
Make sure that word gets around.
Anastasia Marie Drumont says, I've seen so many people out campaigning at the polls every single day, but have never seen you once. Why are you the only one going live super late at night? Because, baby girl, I'm the only one that works full time, honey.
Oh, she's the only one. Oh, well, that's why.
Does that answer your question?
Nobody else works, only her. Only her.
I'm the only one that works full time. The only one. Does that answer your question?
Hi, Maya.
Or no? Because to be honest with you, it looks like you came over here to troll me.
Melissa McCarthy.
But now it looks like the outcome that you kind of wanted kind of blew up in your face. So I'm just waiting to see what you're going to say.
Hey, Amanda.
Literally, people see me working every single day. Every day. Now I'm just waiting to see what this little Anastasia Marie Drumont says.
Betty Davis.
Now she don't have nothing to say. That was a long paragraph too. You took a lot of time, put a lot of effort into that long paragraph, and I literally obliterated it with one sentence.
Vicky.
Crickets.
Somebody living, preferably, right?
I love you. Thank you so much, Becky. I know it. Thank you so much for affirming that. She says, Misty Hedina, you are more effective doing these lives than sitting outside at the polls. Yeah. Anastasia Marie Drumont don't understand. Honey, Anastasia Marie Drumont work smarter, not harder. You work smarter, not harder. Baby girl, I put my hours into poll working. The hate's going to use that. But it's okay. That's what happens when you do live video. I put my hours into working those voting polls.
I'm trying not to speak over her so much. All right, just cool, chill. She's
what I can do here.
If you know, you know.
It's like 10, 15 times better and stronger than me yelling out Vanessa Tijerina at the polls. Shonda. I can't be every place at once like that. The baby girl right here.
Lighter, anybody? Lighter, spoon.
Every place at once. You work smarter, not harder. And even then, I still work hard. Because this right here, and all the hours that I put into campaigning right here like this is working harder than sitting there and holding a sign in a folding chair. I'm sorry, but that to me is not effort. That to me is not getting in touch with voters. That to me is not. It's not.
Mr. Bill.
It doesn't give you the chance. You're not really standing there. For you to have a 2-minute conversation with a voter is different.
See, I have to talk because she's sending these vibes and she's trying to hypnonize people. So I gotta
think about other questions,
interrupt,
ask you other questions, come back,
and break it up so you guys.
That's different.
Stay here.
The most that any one candidate spends with anybody passing through the polls is what, maybe 10 minutes? That's it. I literally give y'all 2 hours to just go and come back and go. As long as you are decent and civil, you ain't trolling, you ain't here with your messiness, nonsense, none of that. You ain't trying to make a mess of the live. Then I'm interacting with you. Are you kidding me? Look at what time it is. 1:15 on a Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get rid of that person right there.
Nancy Galvan.
You say some people are not sober right now and they're just
ciao.
Like, some people are not sober right now because they were doing it before. But all of a sudden it seems like they're getting a little bit. There you go. Ooh, Anastasia Marie Dumont. It's that lady. It's that same lady that asked me, well, I've seen people at the polls and I haven't seen you. What's your excuse? And then you're on late at night. Because I work, lady.
Oh.
Because I'm the only one running for District 15 that actually has a full-time job. That's why.
Yeah, she's the only one who works, apparently.
Because I'm like the majority of my voters. I work.
Oh, Liliana, you mean
That's
America
why.
Ferrara, right?
America
Ferrara,
right
the girl from...
Nothing but crickets from this lady. And what can she do? Just laugh.
Real women have curves.
She ain't even from here. She's from Colorado. She don't get mad.
There's the ghetto.
Why are you showing hate like that, honey? Oh, you are from here. Bye. For real. I don't need that kind of stuff here. Congratulations on your baby. That's beautiful.
I don't think I'd do that to Sandra. I couldn't do that to Sandra.
Bye.
No, she just cut somebody else off.
Don't even, y'all. I answered it, and people are seeing it. They're watching it. She came on here to try to get somewhere, to try to put me down without putting me down directly. It's okay. It's so funny because when I interact with a patient, like they'll tell me, why do they say that you don't have a job? Exactly. Well, can I tell you? I can't even tell you anything. Really, that's all I can do is that. That's the most I'll answer. I don't know. Because I won't say anything else. I love you. Thank you so much, Crystal says. And here you are giving folks the little time you have, and people just want to troll. You know, I'm telling you, when I'm putting on my makeup, I'm like tired as hell. I'm not kidding you.
Right.
And I'm like, but you know what? I dedicated myself to doing live videos and interacting with the people. I'm gonna do it. But I'm not lying to you. I'm just too.
Good flick.
Home and I'm tired.
Misery was a good flick.
Hello, Mr. Ernest K. Hello. Becky Cortez says, it says a lot about you, Miss Tijerina, when people would rather be on here on a Saturday night.
Donate to the ASPCA, please.
You move people. Yeah, you know what? I forgot about that, Becky. Thank you. And there's 59 people watching. 59 people watching. on a Saturday night. Y'all go out to vote, y'all, please. Vanessa, Stephanie, Tijerina, Vanessa,
Joan
Stephanie,
Cusack.
Tijerina. Go to the pages of the people that are running against me, and you'll see why I'm the best
Boom.
to do what you need to be done.
Evelina.
In Washington,
Boom.
D.C.
Anna
All
Navarro.
your love and kindness, and you'll always know that you have somebody that cares about you. No county will be left behind under the direction of Vanessa Tijerina. I promise you that. I promise you that, okay?
Ew.
So remember, last day for early voting is February the 25th, which is next Friday, okay? Election day is Super Tuesday, March 1st, all right? Thank y'all so much. Tell your family members and friends. We cannot do this without word of mouth, okay? Remember, I'm up against all their signs and all their people at their polls with their T-shirts, okay? So this is all we got, so we just need to get the word out, all right? We have the numbers.
And I'll restream it too, I will.
For our entire lives. It's us. We're the heroes. We're the ones. Mwah. Thank you so much, Vanessa Tijerina, Vanessa, Stephanie Tijerina. Bye, y'all. Thank you so much.
She's gone. Oh, no, I thought she was. Lily. Now she's gone, right? Oh, my goodness. Well, you've been watching Manny Behind the Mic, Manny Behind the Mic, Manny Behind the Mic. Don't forget Manny Behind the Mic on YouTube and Facebook. I'm going to call it a night, too, so I can pop this video back up there. It should be up automatically. Give it like 5 minutes, but it should be up there. Everyone, thanks for coming out. If it's your first time, welcome back often. Have a great night, y'all. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good